What is happening, Brody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, breaking down this upcoming NFL slate for Sunday. It is week one. I'm here with Dustin Shelton. Like I said, we're breaking down week one. It's a 13-game slate. I'm excited about it. I mean, we have NFL back. We have NFL tonight with the Chiefs and Ravens. We have tomorrow with the Brazil game, with the Packers and Eagles, which should be a fun one. And then we have a full slate on Sunday. So, man, are you excited? Are you happy that we're done with preseason now, man?
I'm so happy we're done preseason. Let's go. Let's get this thing started, man. I am pumped for week one. I'm glad preseason's done. I don't know why we do preseason DFS, but we're probably gonna wind up doing it again next year. But I'm ready for week one.
Yes, sir. So, my bad. It is 12 games, not 13. I don't know why they have this game here that says no game. I thought, my bad. So, it's 12 games. But, anyways, we're going to break down going through position by position. Always hit
Mm-hmm.
like when we definitely subscribe to this channel as well. But we're starting off at the very top. I mean, Josh Allen here, 8,000 against the Arizona defense.
Yep.
The highest priced option on the slate with no Stephon Diggs. He has a receiver room that's kind of all over the place. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
have names like Shakir, tight end spot. It's Kincaid and Knox. What do you think about Josh Allen at 8,000?
I'll pay for him. I think Arizona's defense is bad. Their first round pick was a DT, and he's hurt. They lost a lot of defensive guys in free agency, and even when they had those guys last year, they weren't very good. So I can't imagine they're going to be any better. If there's a quarterback I would pay up for, it would be Josh Allen. You can play him without stacking him with anyone either. Let me try that again without speaking over myself. You can play him without stacking him with anybody because I think it's going to be run through him, James Cook, and Kincaid. But I don't see those guys as must. So you can easily play Josh Allen naked.
Yeah, I don't mind him at 8,000. Um, then you have a CD Stroud and Dak Prescott and Tua about in the 7K range.
Mhm.
If I had to rank it for me, it would be Stroud 1, Tua 2, Dak 3. You kind of on the same page with me?
I will go 201, Stroud 2, Dak 3.
Because I don't trust Dak against his Cleveland defense. I don't know what his mentality is going to be this season, especially being a Cowboys fan. It's kind of hard to judge what he's thinking. He's already made comments about Jerry Jones talking to the media. I mean, CeeDee Lamb got the contract, yes. I don't know what he's thinking right now. Is he going to play lights out, win that contract, or is he just going to be mentally checked out? I mean, it is the Cowboys. We know how this goes in the playoffs, or Cowboys are always checked out, but it's either here or there. So, but CJ Stroud against the Indiana Colts defense, I mean, we saw CJ Stroud last year. He looked good. He looked really good. So I like this game environment with Houston and Indiana, and then Tua. I like this game environment as well.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about these three guys, man.
Prescott, he's got a tough matchup against Cleveland. Me and you are in agreement. We don't think he's going to do well in that one. He's also projected to be not even owned on DraftKings, like 1%. Stroud, you like that game a lot better than I do. Indy's defense is pretty solid. I do like Tua against the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Their secondary is, I would say, bottom half of the league. Their front seven's okay, but you know, I saw something too, and it's just crazy. Every week one game that Kevin Harlan calls, it's always high scoring, and Kevin Harlan has the Jacksonville Miami game. It's a narrative y'all want to believe in, y'all can. That's just a little narrative I like. But Tua Tua always plays well week one too. He lit it up last year, week one. I like Tyreek Hill against the secondary. I really like Tua against this Jacksonville secondary.
Agreed. I'm liking Tua as well. You can easily stack him with Tyreek Hill. I
Mm-hmm.
like Johnny Smith at the tight end spot, so I don't mind going that route. And we have cheap receivers in the Jacksonville game that you can run it back with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Going to this upper 6K range, Joe Burrow, new hairdo, new man,
Mm-hmm.
revenge season against New England. I mean, it's hard to not like it against New England, especially with Jamar Chase wanting that contract, hoping that he gets it. I mean, if he doesn't get it,
Yep.
they'll have cheap options at the receiver spot. So The opportunity's there for him. I know you like Kyler Murray at 6'4". I'm kind of out on Kyler Murray for week one. Um, I do love me some AR though. At 6'3". Again, I love this game environment. Give me him and Michael Pittman together as my combo stack, and I'm loving life. So talk to me about these three guys, man.
I love Joe Burrow. The thing that kills me about Burrow is he never plays good week one. I don't know why. He never plays good week one. In his defense, this is the first healthy offseason he's had. He's either coming off, I think he got like appendicitis 2 years ago. Then last year, I think it was his ankle or his shoulder that he hurt last year.
Mhm.
So he's coming in finally healthy. I love Joe Burrow this year. I got a bunch of bets on him to win MVP. I think Chase is going to play. I am going to have a Burrow Chase stack. I love Kyler Murray as well. Kyler Murray is finally healthy as well. Also, he was banged up last year, but when he came in the middle of the year, he looked pretty good. Looked really good. And against his Buffalo defense that lost, dude, Buffalo lost pretty much the entire defense, except for like maybe 3 or 4 people. Matt
Yeah,
Milano's out.
that's what
Davis
I
White's
say.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Matt Milano.
And yeah, but this is going to be a high scoring game. And with Josh Allen being so expensive, you want some exposure to this game. And I think this is the way you can do it with Kyler Murray. And you can go Marvin Harrison if you want to. He's a little too expensive for my taste. But I don't mind going to Trey. I don't mind going to pairing him up with Trey McBride. We'll talk about him later. Richardson, look, man, you got to finish a game for me to play you.
The
You
over
have
at 47 for the Cardinals.
40. Take the over. Cardinals plus 6.5. I got to see AR finish a game before I play him. Simple as that. The dude can't finish a game.
I'm just saying the opportunity's here for him in this game environment. It's hard to not like it, especially with his rushing ability. I mean,
Yeah,
he got the preseason flaws out. I mean, I'm liking the stack, especially at 6'3". I think his price tag's going to skyrocket up next week.
I think it might if he finishes the game.
How you
Dude's got to finish the
finish the
game.
game with Kyler Murray also?
Well, Kyler Murray, man, Kyler Murray's more experienced. Kyler Murray has years of experience in the NFL with him. Richardson only has 5 games. He's only had 17 starts in his career.
It'd be like that sometimes, man. I'll be all
That's
right.
crazy.
I'll be
You're
all right.
higher on him than I am.
I'll be all right. Another guy I do like though, I don't mind getting some Trevor Lawrence at 6'2".
I'm agreeing with you.
I mean, the opportunity's there for him.
Mm-hmm.
He can run also. The theories that I'm going with for DraftKings, which we talked about, I believe we did last year. I want
Mm-hmm.
mobile quarterbacks. I don't want pocket passers. I want guys that
I,
can get rushing yards, plain and simple. Um, I mean, Justin Herbert, I have pocket passer, not gonna really run.
mm-hmm.
You have Daniel Jones, who I'm not even going to talk about his rushing ability. Geno Smith is more of a pocket passer. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the nature of DraftKings is I want guys that can run. Kirk Cousins ain't running for his life. There ain't no way.
No.
So again, I want Trevor Lawrence with that rushing ability. The options to stack with him are pretty cheap. I know we're
Mm-hmm.
not talking about receivers yet, but if we uh, Christian Kirk 5'5", Brian Thomas
Mm-hmm.
7, Gabe
Love
Davis,
them.
the downfield threat 4-5.
Those things.
I mean, but I mean they're cheap,
They
so
are.
that's what I'm kind of liking is just the cheap ability that I'm getting. Um, Kirk Cousins, I'm not really getting any of. I don't really
Nope.
want much of that game, especially
Mm-mm.
with the Kyle Pitts injury.
Mm-mm.
I was on Kyle Pitts, not gonna lie, at first, and then I saw the injury pop up, and I'm like, well, never mind. So, and then
Glad you were.
finishing out the 6K range, Sean
Yeah.
Watson, not getting to Sean Watson. I'm just not getting that game at all. What do you think about these
Yeah.
guys, man?
Uh, Trevor Lawrence is the only one I've won out of that group.
Same.
Lawrence Watson might sneak up on you and have a decent game, but I'm not risking my money for it.
That Cowboys defense is unpredictable. That's what
Yeah.
the problem is. I
Yep.
know the injuries happened. I know Deron Bland's out, but again, it's just they're super inconsistent. I don't know which defense is going to show up. So, and then going down to the 5K range, Caleb Williams at 5'9", he's gonna have to prove it to me. I know it's kind
Yep.
of hypocritical with me wanting AR, but again, the first game of the season against Tennessee, Tennessee's Titans defense isn't bad at all. Uh,
Mm-mm.
again, I want to see him play week one. I know preseason was kind of up and down for him. The interceptions were there as well. Justin Herbert, I'm not getting a lot of either. Jaden Daniels and Baker Mayfield. So these are the two guys that I want some of, and I want some of this game in Washington and Tampa Bay. I think this can be a high scoring game. Um, looking at the total 42, it's really low to me. It's super low.
That's it.
Yeah, I would smash the over on that.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely smash that over.
Yeah, because I can see this. We've seen the Washington defense last year crumble.
Yeah.
So I like Baker for cheap options at 5'6". I'll take it.
Hmm.
I like Jane Daniels again, rushing ability. Um, it might be a hot take, but I trust Jaden Daniels right now over Caleb Williams week one. It might be a hot take.
I I don't think it's that hot. I trust Jaden more. Well, okay, I'll say this. I like Jay Daniels matchup better than I like Caleb Williams.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
want to say I trust them more or anything. They're both starting their first game, but if I
I trust him in this matchup, as I like you were saying.
yeah,
I
yeah, exactly.
trust him in the matchup. I would take Jaden Daniels against Tampa Bay's defense compared to Caleb Williams against the Tennessee Titans defense.
Agreed.
Plain and simple.
Totally
Um,
agree.
Geno Smith, no thank you.
Nope.
Daniel Jones, I'm not getting any of.
Nope.
I don't know what's happening. I don't even know who's starting in the Pittsburgh game because now the injury to Russell Wilson. Again, this could change. It could be Justin Fields.
Wouldn't take either one of them anyway.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Uh,
Gardner Minshew, 5'3".
mm, don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think Minshew's good. He's
I mean,
better than Aiden O'Connell.
Derek Carr against the Carolina Panthers. I don't trust it.
I don't either, man.
I mean, I
I
know
think
they don't have Brian Burns, but
Carr's overrated, man.
and then this is what's tricky is also
Yeah.
Will Levis is 5'3". Freaking 5'3". He's
Yeah.
close next to Derek Carr and Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Like the upside's there. We
Yeah.
saw it last season. The upside can be there, but
That's the matchup.
then the downside's there. Yeah. Well,
Just this is the
so
matchup.
how much of Hard Knocks is factoring into this in this
No,
match?
I mean, I watched only like 2 episodes of it, but when you think about the Bears defense with Sweat,
Jalen Johnson. Yeah.
Jalen Johnson, not Roquan Smith. What did I say Roquan Smith for? That defense played really well at the end last year, and they didn't really lose a whole lot of pieces on that defense. So I think it's going to be a very hard time for Levis. I don't like him this week. I like him for the season, but this week I'm not crazy about him because I think it's going to be a tough game for both of them. I think it's going to be a low scoring game.
Sam Darnold. Are you getting any of him?
No,
And then last but not least, Bryce Young.
my God. Look, I don't hate it in a sense of if you want to stack a bunch of studs, you can put him with Deontay Johnson, um, and maybe Jatavion Sanders because they're. I'm telling you, Bryce Young or Bo Nix at these prices are going to win someone a milli maker because they're going to have a really good game with that low price, and everyone's going to stack studs around them.
So hold on. We still have Bo Nix. My bad.
Yep.
Still have
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
I would do Nix over Brissett.
So here's something wild. So
Hmm.
what if Russell Wilson doesn't play and Justin Fields is 5K? Are you playing him?
I'm thinking about it.
Just a theory, hypotheticals. Again, it's
Uh,
confirmed. Don't
I'm
over
not.
nobody
I'm
over.
not stack. I'm not stacking them with anybody.
But I mean, if Russell Wilson can't play,
Yeah,
5,000 for Justin Fields at bare minimum.
yeah. I'm playing Justin Fields if
I
he's
mean,
bare minimum at 5 grand.
he's literally 5 grand, man. Like,
I'm playing Justin Fields if Russell Wilson's ruled out.
I mean,
You bet your tail I'm playing Justin Fields at 5 grand.
again, it's a crazy price
I
tag. I'm surprised they didn't price them together. I'm really
I
surprised.
know the thing is though, even if he was 5-3, I'd still play Fields. I know it's a tough matchup against Atlanta because I think Atlanta's defense is really, really good. But Justin Fields shows he can still run on a good defense. I mean, he played that. I mean, he played God, at Pack on Packers defense was trash. I can't remember the defense he ran on, but he can make a lot of plays. So if he's
Chicago,
5 grand and start, which
Chicago,
yeah, Cleveland. I mean, he got
Chicago.
yes. Well, no, he's playing for Chicago.
Or my bad.
That's what I was saying. I almost said Chicago myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a crazy hypothetical.
it
But
is.
I talk about it because again, it's a milli maker.
I yeah, I'd have a Justin Fields lineup in that Millie Maker if he is the starting quarterback.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Going to running backs, man. Jonathan Taylor, seven
Yep.
eight. Bijan 7-7
Mhm.
and 7-2. So I think it's just I hate Tyler Algier in this backfield with Bijan.
Yeah.
Again, I hate it. I'm not saying I'm not going to play Bijan because I certainly am, to say the least.
Hmm.
I'm going to get some, but I don't like having Tyler Algier in the backfield. Travis Etienne, he's just a guy I never really played a ton of. I, I,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I never wanted to play him in this offense. He beats me. He beats me is kind of the sort of the mentality I've always took with him. Jonathan Taylor. I think the running backs is where I'm gonna try to pay down. To be honest with you,
I
and
agree with you.
receivers.
I agree with you. Like there's like this is a time where one of the rare times where I was looking at the running backs saying, like, man, I don't like none of the high priced guys. Taylor, Houston's defense is much, much improved. Robinson, he's splitting with Algier. He's also playing Pittsburgh. ETN is a if you beat me, you beat me. I played ETN a couple times. He's done good, but he's never broken a slate.
I'd much rather play James Cook at six
I
nine.
agree with you. I agree with you.
He's one of my favorite plays on the slate to say the least. I like him a ton.
Last year when Joe Brady became the OC, James Cook really started to burst out because it was the Dallas game was like yep. No, it was against Kansas City. And he started having really good games. So and now he doesn't have anyone else in that backfield to take snaps away from him, except Josh Allen. But that Cardinals defense is garbage. Really, really hot garbage. I don't I don't know if there is a worse defense in the league besides the Arizona Cardinals.
Agreed. Um, this is where it gets kind of tricky.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of mysteries that I'm trying to figure out. So
yeah,
on the Dolphins, you have A-Chain and Mostert, of course.
yeah.
We don't know what that split's going to be.
Mm.
You have Kamara, who is certainly going to be the highest owned running back probably on the slate. Him and Rashad White, if you're pulling it up. And
He's up there.
yeah, and you have Joe Mixon, who I don't know. I don't know how he's going to fit on this team. Was he good because of the Bengals offense, or was he just good because of pure talent? And how's that going to look on the Houston side now?
I don't know.
That's the mystery. I don't know how to feel about him at 6'6", because again, this is a great matchup.
Yeah.
The talent's there for him, and it wasn't just Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and the Bengals offense helping him
Yeah.
out. I mean, yes, CJ Stroud, I mean, the passing attack is there on the Houston side, of course, but this is a great matchup for Joe Mixon. At
Mm-hmm.
6'6", I'll take it. And I love Aaron Jones as well because
Mm-hmm.
Samuel's going to check down to him nonstop. Who else is? I mean, he is Justin Jefferson, but he has no tight end. It's Sam Darnold, to say the least. He's going to get frazzled in the backfield.
Yep.
Aaron Jones, dude, at 6'5", who we
Mm-hmm.
know I mean, it's DraftKings, PPR upsides there.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's kind of my spiel of things on this range right here of A Chain down to Rashad White. So, how do you feel about these?
I agree with you mostly. Mixon, Singletary looked good in that offense last year. Yeah, I think Mixon's an upgrade over Singletary. So I see what you're coming from on that one. Uh, I'm not crazy about Jones, not crazy about Kamara. The guy I do like, he's right below. Also want to touch on, I do not like the Dolphins backfield. The guy that we didn't really talk about yet, but he's right there, so I'm just going to say it. I like Kenneth Walker a lot. That Broncos defense is not good. I think the Chiefs defense is bad. Broncos is going to be right there with them.
I don't mind Kenneth Walker, but I also kind of like James Conner at 6'2".
I don't
He's
hate them.
just a guy that gets it done, man. Like
Yeah.
he's dog, dude. He gets it done with the carries that he gets. So, another mystery, Austin Eckler.
Man, I don't know.
Either goes super well or super bad, in my opinion, with him on this team.
I don't know. If he beats me, he beats me.
I mean, I did again, everybody keep in mind this is week one. That's super unpredictable. We don't know
Yeah.
playing styles. We don't know how the new guys fit on the teams. We don't know how defenses look. So keep in
Yeah.
mind, week one is definitely unpredictable. Um, so again, it's hard to justify some of these guys until we see them. So FYI, keep that in mind, everybody. DeAndre Swift, similar story. Uh,
Yeah.
really on him at 6,000.
Nah, not against that Titan defense. They're good against the run.
Stevenson, I mean, he's cheap. I don't,
He
I don't,
is.
I don't mind playing him. Again, Antonio Gibson's not really a threat to me.
Mm-mm. Is
Snaps,
he hurt?
allegedly, with his hip injury.
Oh.
Uh, Kevin Harris on with the practice squad. I mean, they don't really have any
Mm-mm.
good guys. So kind of a similar story with the check down. I don't mind Stevenson at 5'9". He'll be sprinkled in my lineups. Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears. I don't know how the snap count's going to look between the two, but at 5'9", that's cheap for Tony Pollard.
I gotta see it first. And against the Bears defense that I spoke so highly of, I would wait a week on Pollard.
Zach Moss.
No
I'd
thanks.
rather play Chase
Uh,
Brown.
Me too.
And
I
then,
like Chase Brown.
okay, so what are we doing with this whole situation?
Not touching it.
You have Zeke at 5'8". You have Rico at 4'6".
I don't. Not touching.
It's it's part of my bias as well.
I know. I know. I get it. I can see Zeke getting a touchdown.
But then you also have Dalvin Cook down here at 4,000
Oh, he's. Don't get me started
with the
now.
practice squad. But I mean,
Yeah,
that's wild to me why we even signed him.
he's
So
washed.
I mean,
He's
I'm
washed.
not saying for the slate, it's just wild to me why.
Yeah, you just want
But
to get that off your chest, didn't you? I
so
like Singletary. Singletary's not bad. He doesn't have any competition back there.
you don't want muscle hamster?
No, that's Doug Martin, sir. That's not Zamir White.
I'd rather have Zamir White than Alexander Madison. If I'm having to
I
pick,
agree. Totally agree. Totally agree.
I'm picking between the two to play. Last man in. I need somebody cheap in the 5K range. Or I'll play Zamir White over Alexander.
Um,
Um, I'm not touching the Pittsburgh situation.
nope.
Javonte Williams is cheap at 5.5 to me. Super
Here's my
cheap.
problem with that. Here's my problem with that. There's a reason they got rid of P. Ryan. I think they want to give a lot of run to Jaleel McLaughlin, who's 4,300.
I think they do as well, but I
Yeah,
mean, seeing this price tag
I see it,
get higher. But
but I've been hearing stuff that they're not crazy about him. If they can move on, they would.
scrolling down to Jerome Ford, I don't mind.
Hmm.
Again, just a cash game option because
Yeah.
it's going to be in cash. It's going to be Kamara, Ford, and
Hmm.
Hubbard, and Rashad White, your four highest priced options on the slate.
Yeah. Ford's coming in. Decent ownership. Rashad White's one. I'm not touching Rashad White. I love Chuba Hubbard right there. He is my lock. And that Dave Canales offense, last year in Tampa, Rashad White was the only back to touch the field. He played almost 90% of the snaps. I can tell you right now, the Panthers staff fell out of love with Miles Sanders near the end of the year last year. And I think the only reason Miles Sanders is still on this team is because Jonathan Brooks is not healthy. When Brooks gets healthy, Chuba's workload's going to go down. So you might want to jump on Chuba right now while he's going to be the workhorse. Because that's why they drafted Brooks. They want Brooks to be the workhorse.
You like Burt
No,
Reynolds at all?
I do not. Get him off my screen. Get
Uh,
him off my screen.
Pretty much that wraps up running backs, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Going to receiver to make it easier. Do you want to go team by team for receivers?
Sure. Sure. That'd be a lot easier.
And I mix it up. Sorry to mix it up on you.
Yeah.
Just
No, it's all right. It's all mine.
so Pittsburgh with receivers, Pickens at 5.7. He's gonna be the number one guy, obviously. I
Yeah.
don't trust Van Jefferson. I don't trust Calvin Austin.
Nope.
Roman Wilson's questionable. I don't know if he's gonna play.
Uh,
I don't mind sprinkling in some of George Pickens if Justin Fields is
um, I had two words for you. AJ Terrell. I'm not touching the Steelers wide receivers.
Atlanta. Drake London, 6,000.
No thanks.
I like it at 6,000.
I'm glad you do.
I'll play it.
I have to see it. I have to have him show me, hey, I had Desmond Ritter and Matt Ryan on his last leg throwing me the ball. That's why I did not produce. If he comes out pretty wrong, I will come out here next week and say I was wrong. But until then, I'm not touching.
Carolina, anything? Because I'm not.
Deontay Johnson would be the only guy I touch. Him and Bryce are connecting good in camp. Everything I'm hearing, they're really good buddies. And Bryce Young, they are drawing up schemes to get him open. They want to get him the ball. The analysis said he is their top guy. So if anyone, and let's not forget, man, if you've been playing DraftKings for a while, Deontay Johnson is a PPR monster.
So
And 5'3", if it's our number one wide receiver, who coaches have gone out and said they're trying to get him open to get him the ball and get him the ball a lot, I'll take that.
so to circle back, by the way.
Yeah.
So Ian Rappaport, Russ's week one status is in doubt.
Who's?
Justin Fields will be ready if Wilson can't go.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's gonna be wild.
That just happened.
Yeah, literally, I just got the update from Bleacher Report.
And Russell Wilson's doubtful.
Russ's week one status is in doubt.
Ain't Fields from Atlanta?
I believe so.
Oh, I'm playing Justin Fields. All right. Yeah, I'm playing Fields.
So I mean,
Justin Fields is gonna be the number one quarterback on the slate. You know that, right? What did he say? Man, people watch this video is like they're going to Twitter in the middle of the video. Well, stop. Click on his profile. Riveting television right now.
yeah.
Oh, Jamar Chase is ready.
Russell Wilson's status is for Sunday is firmly up in the air thanks to calf tightness. Justin Fields be ready if needed.
It's up in the air. Until I see the word doubt, I'm still going to expect him to play. But man, oh man, if Fields start at 5G, I am playing Justin Fields. Yeah, Deontay Johnson. New Orleans receivers, I don't like them at all. I don't trust Derek Carr. And Lavi's too expensive, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not really liking any of New Orleans.
Nope.
Arizona, Greg Dortch, 3.9.
Uh,
Cheap.
I don't know. I really don't know. Marvin Harrison, I like him a lot this week. I just think with the way my bills are going to be going, I don't think I can afford them. I'd rather go with other options that we're going to talk about later than go with a rookie in his first game, which I think he's going to be great, but 7-2. If he was like in the 5-9, 6-3, I play him. 7-2, man. That is. I'm going to wait a week on him.
And then Buffalo, Shakir, 5-1. The depth chart showed Collins over Keon Coleman, which is interesting.
I hear Keon Coleman can't get open.
So again, I mean, Curtis Samuel fully practiced as well.
Now, Curtis Samuel is someone I do like. I like Curtis Samuel.
That's cheap. So again, I'm gonna get some Buffalo.
So with Curtis Samuel, he played with Joe Brady in Carolina, and Joe Brady liked to put him in the backfield, give him snaps, do gadget plays for him. I like Curtis Samuel. That's a good cheap option to get. And I think we pretty much agree anyone in the Tennessee Chicago game is just
I'm not really getting into.
yeah, those defenses are really good.
New Orleans. I mean New
New
England.
England.
Hulk 3.9. I don't mind.
Uh,
Just cheap, just a cheap fill-in option.
yeah, KJ Osborne would be the one for me because they paid him money to come there. He's going to be their number one. Well, he might be their number two besides Douglas, but they paid him money. He's going to play. For 3.5 to get a starting one or two wide receiver, it's pretty good value right there.
Somebody's gonna have to catch the ball. Is pretty much what I'm going with the narratives.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that one too.
Somebody's gonna have to catch it. So Cincinnati, I don't mind Chase at 7-8 if he does play. I'm
I'm
gonna play
playing.
him. So
Yep.
plain simple, play him, lock and load him.
Yep. Yep.
Houston, I love playing Dale at 5-5.
I do too. That's it though. Diggs is too expensive. Collins is too expensive. You forget about Dalton Schultz. Passes out of the backfield. Stroud, good spot. His receivers, not so much. Except Dale at 5.5. It's probably the only time you get him in the 5,000s. I think after this game, he's going to be in the 6.
Going to the Colts, I love me some Pittman at 6-8.
I like Pittman too, but I don't know if I'd pay for him. Downs is hurt.
Yeah.
Adonai Mitchell,
3-8.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's interesting. Would he start though? I would say no. Because it'd be Pittman, probably Pierce, then Mitchell.
Going to Jacksonville,
Love Christian Kirk.
I like Brian Thomas.
Dude, Christian Kirk was Lawrence's favorite target last year
I mean, I like both.
with Calvin. I'm not disagreeing with you, but Christian Kirk is going to get fed deep ball a ton.
Doesn't hurt his groin, yeah.
Is what?
Huh?
Which say?
When he hurt his groin, that's what I was saying. If he doesn't hurt
He did that making love. Oh,
so Miami,
yeah.
here's
Yeah.
who's the third receiver on this team?
I
This
don't
is
know.
leaning toward Jonnu Smith because
Yeah.
again, you have Tyreek Hill, which is obvious. Jalen
Yeah.
Waddle, which is obvious. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's Barrios,
Maybe
Eskridge.
Barrios.
I mean, practice squad sort of guy.
I know. I see Malik Washington's a little banged up. I would think it'd be Barrios.
He was waived, McGowan.
Yep, I see Barrios.
So practice squad.
I don't even know who that is.
He's been with Miami for a couple years, I believe.
Uh,
So yeah, this is kind of why I'm liking Johnny Smith.
mm-hmm. I see why. I
So
love Tyreek Hill. If there's any receiver I'm paying up for, it's Tyreek Hill.
I would pay up going transitioning to Minnesota. I'll
Nope.
pay up for Tyreek over Justin Jefferson.
I think we can agree both of these receiving cores. We are not interested in whatsoever.
The one guy, it's tempting.
It's not for me. He's got to get a new quarterback. I see Drew Lock in there for me to play him.
It's tempting to play Malik Neighbors.
If he was in the fours, I would agree with you, but almost 6 grand, I thank you, with Daniel Jones as quarterback.
I get it. Denver,
Interesting.
uh, maybe Marvin Mims at 3-5.
I would go Sutton. I would think about playing Sutton.
I just want the downfield threat for
I
Mims.
know, but Sutton could be a downfield threat. Sutton made a lot of plays last year. He made Russell Wilson look pretty good last year.
That is true. Um,
I love DK Metcalf, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it makes a difference.
I think he's going to be limited if he plays.
I do too. I agree with you, but I don't think it's going to make much.
He opens up. Here we go.
I agree with you because I think Metcalf is, like I said, I love Metcalf, but I think he's gonna have his hands full with Surtain that they just re-upped.
Mhm.
So the Jigba, what's he, 4,900? Yeah, 4,900. That is not a bad little sneaky little play if Lockett is to get rolled out. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't try to go anywhere else. I mean, Noah Fant might be too as a revenge game factor. I mean, I'm all for narratives. I like revenge game factors and stuff like that. I just literally told you before we got on there that I like Chicken Conquest because it's his birthday.
unbelievable.
But yeah. Uh, uh, that's something to watch. If Lockett's ruled out, and Jigba is very tempting.
Plain and simple. I love it.
Love him, love it. Me and you agreement. We love.
He's
He's my lock.
he's already pissed off at the Chargers. I mean,
Yes, yes. I saw that.
I
He
like it at
kills them.
76,
He kills them every time they play him, and he gets an upgraded quarterback.
27 fantasy points.
Dude, he killed them last time. I saw he gets like 8 catches, a buck 20, and a touchdown every time he plays them, except for like one time, and I think it's when Garoppolo was the quarterback.
So here's the team that I don't know what to do with. But
Yeah.
Josh Palmer can either give me 100 yards or he can get me 20. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He can give me, yeah, I mean, it's super again, 100, 24, 133, 60, 77, 66, 13, 4.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Me and you are different on this one. I don't hate Josh Palmer, but the guy I would target in this group, and I'm going to get hate for this, is Quentin Johnston. They put a first round pick on him last year. He started playing a little bit better towards the end of the season. I want to see him now with Herbert after he's got more experience and can actually catch the ball. I cannot believe I say that about a guy that I'm thinking about playing on DraftKings. But I have seen players have a rough year and then come back the next year and do really well. And if he's going to be like that, I want to get on him now.
I'll let you have it.
Thank you.
CD Lamb, 8, 9. It's
Uh,
how much do they go to Tyreek? How much do they go to Devontae? I know CD Lamb's a generational talent. I get it.
mm-hmm.
It's just I don't know. I don't
I
like,
don't either.
and I don't really want to go to Brandon Cooks. I don't
No.
go to Tolbert.
God, they're so thin at receiver besides Cooks and Lamb. If one of them gets hurt, they are screwed.
Mhm.
Yes. My other lock. I love
Here's
Amari Cooper.
You also have Jerry Judy at 5-1, which is interesting to me as well.
No thanks.
That's
No
what's
thanks.
just cheap to me.
I love Amari Cooper. He's playing the Cowboys. No Deron Bland. No Van Der Esch. You lost a ton of guys because y'all went all in.
Yeah, we got Dalvin Cook, man.
Congratulations.
All in, bro.
I see Amari Cooper having a really good game against y'all.
Last but not least, this is the game I
Yeah.
love. This
Yep.
is the game I'm all over. Scary Terry. I love it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I do too.
I like Luke McCaffrey. It's cheap.
He is very cheap.
Because who else? I mean, Noah Brown. He just signed.
Yeah.
Like, I still like it though. He's popped some games. We
Yeah.
still 30, 27, 22. When he's healthy, he's ready.
Well, let's not forget he had CJ Stroud throwing the ball.
Let's not forget he was also on the Cowboys, I'm sure. Wishing
He
that
was. He
back.
was.
So
Oh, he was. Yep. Oh, I can't wait for him to play Dallas this year.
um uh, I like it. I like the upside this team brings, man. Like
I do
it's
too.
super cheap with the receivers.
I
Super.
like I like I like Scary Terry. I like him a lot. I love his price tag.
Give me some Mike Evans at 7-3.
That's not bad. I don't mind it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind stacking this.
I can see. I
Evans,
thought about it. I like other guys more, but um I don't hate that idea.
the tight end, man. So Trey McBride, 6'1".
Yep,
I, I'm
I'll do it.
I'll rather pay down. No Hawkinson, so I believe it's going to be Josh Oliver, if I'm not mistaken.
With Sam Darnold,
hmm
you can put your faith in the hands of Sam Darnold.
No, I was just agreeing. Yeah, it's Sam Darnold. I wasn't going
Uh
to play him. No, I'm not playing him. Yeah, I've already talked about who I'm playing. I'm all over
yeah.
3-5.
You're Janu. I'm on Trey McBride. I like Kincaid. Um honestly, man, this is a messy stack at tight end. I don't really feel like I don't mind Hunter Henry. I don't mind Hunter Henry. Um, I like Brock Bowers. I liked him in college. That kid is so good. It's so good. I mean, besides, like, I don't like Njoku's matchup to be honest with you. Um,
I just don't like how Michael Mayer still like
yeah,
Mayer last
I'm
year.
surprised they. I'm surprised they didn't trade him. You would think a team that needs a tight end would trade for him.
All right, let's just do this. I'm not playing for
Nope,
him.
nope.
Pitts. I did like him at first, and then the hamstring popped up.
Yep,
So you like Sanders?
I do. If Trimble and Thomas are out, Sanders, you know, he's dirt cheap. Uh, you could fit in a bunch of studs. You could fit in. You could play around with your lineup with him in there. He might get you 3 or 4 points. He might sneak in the end zone. I'm not banking on that, but 5 points from a guy that's 2,500, I'll take that. Just be careful. Like you gotta be comfortable with him maybe taking a zero.
What you
No,
playing?
no. I've been burned by this dude so many times. I will play him on a showdown, but not on a slate. I've got to know he's getting substantial playing time where he gets in my lineup on a big slate. Now on a showdown, different story.
We
I don't
already
know about you, but he's burned me so many times.
agreed.
Honestly, this game right here, if you're playing the 1 o'clock slates only, I do not hate double stacking tight end from this game.
I like Dalton Kincaid at
I
5'8".
do too.
He's gonna be the go-to guy. It's simply there.
I
Uh,
agree with you.
I'm skipping over this birthday narrative thing.
I don't
Um,
like I don't like none of these guys.
yeah, we talked about Hunter Henry. I'm not really.
Gesicki's interesting. He's playing his former team.
It's just they always play Hudson
Yeah,
as well. It's a mixed rotation.
like I said, it was just interesting.
Yeah, Schultz, I don't mind at 4-9.
Uh,
Its own threat.
it is, but with that big crowded receiver room, there's only one ball to go around, and I feel like he's going to be the odd man out. And I hate the Colts tight ends.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Who was their like? You couldn't tell me like who was their number one tight end?
Yeah.
As ugly.
You like Ingram at all?
I do in this game. I like other guys more than him, but if I was stuck with Ingram, I would not be upset about it at all. And I know you love this next guy.
Yeah, I'm all over it.
Floor is yours.
It's just because look at the receivers room.
Yeah,
It's pitiful, like
bad.
injuries. So you have Tyreek, which is obviously a threat. You have Jalen Waddle, and then
Yeah.
who's next? I mean,
You know what?
somebody's got to catch it at
You
35.
know.
It's cheap.
You know what the scary part about this is? He's actually starting to grow on me.
If he can get targets on the Falcons,
Yeah, yeah,
7, 3, 6,
yeah.
5, 7, 6, 8, 6.
Well, he played in Tennessee at Tennessee when Arthur was the OC. So that's one reason why he probably got favored in Atlanta.
I just like him. I mean,
I don't like him.
I don't like again. It's a cheap option in my stack that I don't mind going to.
I he's starting to grow on me.
Just saying. I don't trust Josh Oliver. I'm not
No,
really Giants. I'm really
uh,
going to,
no.
this is I
Dolchich, man, when Dolchich is healthy and he is rocking and rolling, Dolchich is really good. I've got to see him do that first before.
yeah, I know. That's the problem.
I don't mind Fant in a revenge game narrative.
Not even messing with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can
But
see why.
yeah,
No,
nothing.
thank you. No. Mm,
I'd much rather pay up for Ingram than Ferguson.
I agree. I'd rather have Ingram, Kincaid, or McBride before I touch the Cowboys on in.
You got any joke?
Man, the joke is so good. He's not really getting talked about much this week, but I I'm not crazy about their secondary, but he's not to do with Michael Parsons. Zach Ertz.
Or Zach Ertz, like either one?
I would prefer Ertz, man. Ertz last year was the most targeted tight end in the red zone for the first 4 or 5 weeks. Um, I would not be mad if I had Ertz in my lineup. Really wouldn't.
If you had to pick one defense, who would it be?
Giants. Sam Darnold stinks. If I couldn't afford them, I would go Titans, or I'll just bite the bullet with the Panthers defense.
If I'm paying up, it would be Bengals.
Mm.
If I'm paying down,
Here's my thing with the Bengals. Who on defense do they have?
I'm just looking at it because Jacoby Brissett. It's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. I think the reason I went with the Giants, I love their front. You got um, Lawrence, Burns, and Thibodeau, and they will get after the quarterback too. And the Vikings' offensive line's a little beat up as well.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Do you have any last closing thoughts, man, before we get out of here?
I'm happy to be doing this again with you, buddy. Love love doing this. Look forward to it every week, and I'm glad the NFL's back and that god awful long off season is over. To my fiance that might watch this video, I'm sorry. Your time to hang out with me is now come and gone. I'll see you in February.
For real, man. So that wraps up week one for us. It's an exciting times. We have a game in about an hour and a half, so can't wait to watch that game. Can't wait to watch tomorrow's game, and then we're gonna have Sunday. And I hope this video helps everybody out. So,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, has a great and safe rest of the night, everybody. Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.